Happy Monday. We have Luna and Vader's F1B Sheepadoodle puppies, and they are 2 weeks old now. And we can see their eyes starting to open, and they're starting to be able to hear and finding their voices. You can hear them. They're moving around some and walking. We call this their zombie stage because they don't walk very gracefully. They move and stumble and fall, and they're so much fun to watch. Most of their time is still spent sleeping though, so they have a little bit of an active period. A lot of times that's when Luna is ready to feed them, and then they settle in and eat and then sleep for a while. We're going to look at each of the babies a little more closely and see how they've grown. Most of them are between about 3 and 4 pounds now. Luna still does all the taking care of them and stays a lot of time with them still. Here's our pink girl. See if we can get some eyes. Just a little bit. They're not fully opened yet. And this is, we've introduced the sleep nest to their whelping pen. That's the very beginning potty training. Here's Red Boy. And Blue Boy. See his eye open and a big yawn. And Green Boy. He's got such a fat, squishy face. His eyes. All of their noses will turn black, so some of them are mostly black already. You can see Green Boy's got just some black spots coming in on the pink. And we still need to see Yellow Boy. His eyes are still opening. Yellow Boy's our biggest boy. Our biggest puppy, I guess I should say, not just the biggest boy. And so that's our Sheepadoodle babies. They're growing, and next week they'll be moving around a lot more. This is a, they'll spend this week in the whelping pen, and then we'll probably start moving them to the weaning pen next week, a little bigger area. So before we go, we want to look at the coats a little closer, since this is an F1B litter, and show you, we're seeing still all this curl in Red Boy and Blue Boy in particular. You can see, and green and yellow still look pretty straight. They're going to have waves, but I don't think they're going to be near as curly as blue and red. And Pink Girl is looking in between, so we can see some ripples, but it's not near as curly. But I still think she's going to be curly. Looking at her face right now, you can see quite a bit of wave in that blaze. So we'll continue watching their coats as they grow. You don't have as much variety between coat types in the puppy coat of an F1 litter. But your F1B litter, you've got some genetic differences since the mama is a Sheepadoodle. And there's our sweet, sweet babies. We love this stage as they grow, and they're just sweet and fun to hold and cuddle. We're finishing up with our early neurological stimulation, and we'll be introducing sounds and sights and different textures to them. And that's going to be our focus for this week. We're still finishing up with the early scent introduction. We have a few more days of that. And then we'll be moving on to different sensory experiences. So we hope you have a great week, and check back in next week with our Ocoee River Sheepadoodles.